Hello, it's Hannah. In case that my beginning did not come, I decided to do something a little different, and I was thinking about doing another creepypasta game, and I decided, you know what, might as well put my thoughts into it, and I decided what better way than Jeff the Killer. Whether you're a fan of creepypasta or not, Jeff the Killer is relatively an easy name to find, as he's one of the more popular creepypastas out there. There are a lot of drawbacks to the character, but the character lacks in nuances. Kind of a story that everybody can get with. It's a mental teen. If you've never heard of the story, I'll give you a basic rundown. You can listen to Mr. Creepypasta or the thousands of Jeff the Killer. And I do mean thousands of people reading his story or any of the other stories that involve him, such as Nina the Killer, which was basically created to be the girlfriend of just the killer. Her whole story is that. Jane the Killer, Homicidal Lou and Sully, which is Jeff's brother Lou. But anyways, here's the summary. Jeffrey Woods and his brother Lou move into a brand new town, are new faces on the block. And Jeff is sort of this, like, you get new kid vibes from him. Lou is much more happy, he's the nicer brother, and it kind of flops between which one's older and which one's younger. There's no definitive on that, because both of their origin story contradict each other, but I'm going to go with ahead and say Lou is probably the older one. There are 3 bullies that we don't really care to mention the names of, because this is a summary, not the story, and one girl who happens to be friends with Jeff. Her story comes in like the Jane the Killer thing. Jeff goes psycho and beats these bullies up, which lands the caring older brother Lou in prison. During his time in prison, Jeff has a relatively long time to think about his actions, and when Lou comes back, he's changed. Probably for the worse, probably because prison does change people, and Lou doesn't really shouldn't have been there in the first place, if you really think about it. Should have been Jeff, but Jeff was dealing with some mental problems. Anything from seeing this figure that he would soon become on the other side of the street to basically just hearing voices. And Jeff, goes to a birthday party on his mother's wishes, and he has tons of fun. Until those bullies come back. They attack Jeff, and I don't know if they sort of spark what of the figure you now know. They burn him with bleach. They disfigure him. And when Jeff gets out of the hospital to see what stares back at him, this other person, this person that's not him, he's changed. So he cuts off his eyelids at his own home and carves a smile into his face and proceeds to kill his family. Lou survives the traumatic experience and gets his own mental problems in the form of Sully. Across the street is Jane, I forget the last name of, and T2 subjugates her to torture. In fact, Jane survives the encounter, and Jeff gives her a mask, which gives her beauty beyond comparison, with black details in a white face, a wig, and taunts her. And that is the Jane the Killer story. So Jeff the Killer's thing is go to sleep, and Jane is don't go to sleep. So they kind of complement each other. Now I wish I have equipment. So what I want to talk about is what happened after the fact. And I'm going to use the Slenderverse theory where all creepypastas live within their own in the interacting universe where they interact with each other. Otherwise, that is way too many things that spawn off Jeff the Killer. Why the heck are there so many people wielding knives? So, I would assume Jeff is actually more schizophrenic. What's going on with him, he's very detached from reality since the get-go, and it's sort of, that schizophrenia sort of builds up to a point where it can get hostile. That's what I'm thinking is going on with him. Actually, I really do like this. And does he help? Does he like interact with Lou? Lou's on a mission to hunt him and kill him. And Jane is too. That is two people. Nina definitely has heard the Jeff the Killer stories, but there's no real indication of whether she met him or not. She went insane because of his stories. She fell in love with the story. So I don't think all this shipping, I don't think Jeff really cares for Nina. Not in the way you or I would care, anyways. I think more that Jeff is probably gonna see her more as a threat. If he interacts with any other killers, who does he interact with in the best relationships? I'd probably say those that don't get in his way. Like, Slenderman and his proxies would definitely get in the way of any plans Jeff has. Because I believe that the operator is a systematic killer and Jeff is a serial killer. What's the difference? Jeff is less planned out. It's more of an attack. He's just targeting people. Like in the creepypasta universe, I think Jeff is going to be more known as a serial killer with no MO other than he just kills because he likes it. So you can be struck at random. And I think Slenderman and his proxies are more of, he will kill only to preserve something. Like entering Slender Woods definitely is a reason to kill them. So there's a cause behind it. So, what's this? eyeless Jack is sort of a 50-50. I don't think Jeff would trust him. Not in, like, how we imagine. I don't... It's more of... If they do meet and they are after the same targets, it's more of a mutual beneficial relationship, but I don't think so. Smile Dog would probably be the same way. Laughing Jack? Probably... Jeff would probably kill him. Sally, there's no indication that she kills anyone other than her uncle. So Jeff might have zero inclinations of whether she exists or not. Then drown. Probably no. He probably wouldn't even interact with Ben, to be honest, as Ben is more of a internet killer. All the internet killers, I believe, are going to be on their own separate thing. And who... Dr. Smiley... I think Dr. Smiley would probably get in the way if you think about it. Who else? The Marvel series is technically proxies due to the fact that they have their own Slender Man, and Mask and Hoodie work for this Slender Man. So I will be considering them proxy. Nurse Anne is a 50-50 proxy, but I think if she is a proxy, then yes, she would be against Jeff. If she is not a proxy, then she probably might join Jeff for small missions. Dr. Smiley is a no, probably get in the way. Kate the Chaser is a proxy. He's from the video games, and she is probably 100% going to be against Jeff. Jeff steps in Slender, but that's only if Jeff steps in Slender Woods in the first place. Probably he's going to step in to just chase him. So, who else would there? Zulgo's probably unique, and I think Zulgo would use someone like Jeff. So, despite the idea that Jeff would probably be very interactive and very friendly to these other killers, I don't think he would, because really, he is not there. His detachment from reality is gone. He already has two people who are very intact with reality and only want revenge after him. Why would Jeff try to join others who would only just not be there, you know? While these photos of them are so cute, it wouldn't be right to say it. Because think about it. Jeff is not there to help others. Jane is technically there to help others. She wants to stop. Her original story, I don't know why this rewrite has her killing people, but her original story is to try to protect those that Jeff has killed. That's her original mission. Lou just wants to kill Jeff, but Sully is a killer. Sully is the killer, Lou Woods just wants revenge. And I think that's where the line draws, where Sully might kill people. Split personality disorder and all. Nina kills for Jeff. She basically sacrifices them, and I don't think Jeff is gonna... If there are any other creepypastas that are related to the Jeff series, which there probably are, those three are just very popular. Let me know, and if you like these, and if this video gets like a certain amount of views, I'll do another one of these before I do a creepypasta thing. Now, I gotta go record Minecraft Dungeons. Bye!